what are you seeing for the next cycles or the cycles we're in right now?
All I can say is this. Those who have my work, the crypto reports, know what I show. If you want perfection, go to Jesus. But on the other side of it, the accuracy that we have done with our crypto reports, Noah, are mind-blowing. I know you get them. We have had, the accuracy is incredible. And that's why I enjoy doing this, because it actually gives me a picture of what's coming. Not events, but when you see a big drop to the downside, you know that something big happens. When you see a big move to the upside coming, you know something big's coming. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So the cycles show us either big things coming sooner rather than later, but we have a very good guesstimate of when they're going to go down, sometimes to the exact day. Like the crazy one, which comes to my mind, was when we said the FTX crash in October. We're saying, watch these 8th of November, Bitcoin's going to break support at 19 and collapse. And it was exactly, I think it was on the 8th exactly of November, it plummeted through 19 and collapsed to 14,000 to the exact day. Mm-hmm. I knew there was going to be a big event because of the drop. I didn't know what was going to cause it. And you know, the next day or 2 days later, we found it was FTX, right? The point I'm trying to make is the biggest lie Satan wants you to know is that tomorrow's random. Mm. There is no random tomorrow. If tomorrow were random, the kingdoms of Babylon, Persia, Greece, the papacy, United States, none of that prophecy would have happened if tomorrow was random. Think about that. Mm-hmm. If tomorrow was random, none of the prophecies would have ever happened, been fulfilled. But because the future isn't random, it's by design, all the prophecies have happened so far. And so now we're still waiting for the fall of Babylon, but that's about to go down here, okay? So what I'm trying to say is the charts are the same reason the charts are not random. You can predict them. That's why people subscribe. Why? Because it's accurate. Highly accurate. So what did the cycle say? Mm-hmm. On January 10th, the market's going to top and then turn down. Huh.
Yep. Yeah, I love getting your reports, Bo.
You go look at point 3. Point 3 was in what? It was in August. Point 3. So the top cycle, just to let you people know what you're looking at, the top cycle is, this happened years ago. I don't tell people where God tells me to look, but he tells me exactly where to look. Okay. So I know the cycle to pull. So I pull a cycle, and that all I use is compare candlesticks and count days. It's not that complicated, right? But you need to know where to look. That's the complicated part. And so when you look at point 3, look at point 4. The top was history years ago. The bottom chart, you don't need to be a mad scientist to understand this. Can you count to 5, right? 3, 4, and 5. The top was history. The bottom was August, September. Mm-hmm. The exact pattern with the exact amount of days. And you had this, Noah. And then what happened at 0.5? The 0.5 was a September low. I think it was like, around the 26th, right? Mm-hmm. And then Bitcoin started an up pattern. It went up all the way into what? November's at the 28th, I think I have there. And that wrote, watch Bitcoin drop for 2 days. Oh, it dropped for 2 days. What a coincidence. Mm-hmm. Into 0.2. I wasn't guessing. I was writing in the report what history did. I wrote in the report, history tells us Bitcoin will drop for 2 days into November 30th. It did. Mm-hmm. And then history tells us that Bitcoin is going to rally up into January 10th. It did. Just a coincidence. Okay, none of this is pride and arrogance. I'm trying to illustrate God shows me where to look. All glory to him, but he uses me to show the people to what? Fear not, because tomorrow's not random. Tomorrow is by design. God wrote the end from the beginning. So the future's already written. What's not written, and this is critical, what side of the fence are you sitting on when Christ shows up? Mm-hmm. Are you a new ager? Or are you in the new era? Loving Christ on your knees. You see, that's the point. What side of the fence are you sitting on? And so that takes us back to the report. So Bitcoin's in a down cycle as expected. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not going to reveal how long it goes down for because that's in my report. I can give it all away, but I'm trying to point out that nothing's random. That's it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else to say. Nothing's random. The down cycle was expected. It's happening right now. It's going to continue down until X amount of days, which is in the report. And then guess what? It's going to turn back up again. And then a fun day's coming.
Yeah, we have to be respectful to all your subscribers that do pay for your report. I get the report, and there's some exciting stuff coming up. So I'm very excited to see those days coming up here. If you want to get Bo's newsletter, you don't have to. Of course, we have a lot of people that just watch his interviews and get so much value out of this, and that's good enough for them. But if you're one of the people that says, I want to know what's going on, show me the rest of it, you could certainly subscribe to that. You go to gold2020forecast.com. And when you get in there, as you're going through to sign up, there's going to be a box for a code. And if you put in WLT49, it's going to take 50% off of the cost of subscribing. You know, this is what Bo does for his job. You know, we all have our jobs, and a lot of people go to a job every day. This is what Bo does. So he gives a lot of stuff away for free. He comes on and chats with me for an hour. But if you want the service he provides, that's his job. So you can subscribe to that if you like. I know I get it. And I always tell people, this is my favorite part. Just like these interviews, they're out there on the internet. You can go back and watch the old ones and see how things turned out. Same thing with Bo's reports. When you log in, when you sign up, you'll get in there and you don't just get the new stuff. The old stuff's in there too. So you can go back and see just how accurate he was with things. And that's a lot of fun going back and looking at those, seeing the history there. So that's fun. And then Bo, you've also got, I've heard from a lot of people that are enjoying this, and it's just what they needed. We got a lot of people that listen to these interviews and they're saying, I'm right on. I'm with you. I know that things are going to crypto, and I know I probably need to get some. I just don't know where to start, and I don't want to do it wrong. And I don't want to make a mistake or fall victim to some sort of fraud or scam or something. So if that's you, if you don't even know step one of where to start, you want to go to easycryptoschool.com. That's a school that Bo and his son put together. Really cool. They built it from scratch, and it'll tell you exactly how to get started, how to do it safely, how to do it the right way, how to not make mistakes, because mistakes in crypto can be very costly if you send something to the wrong address or any number of things. So go ahead and go there. And same thing for that. When you're signing up, look for the box that says put in your code, put in WLT49, and it's going to save you 50% off of that. Bo, always appreciate you giving that to people. And as always, there is an expiration date on those. So if you feel like it's something you want, go ahead and grab that before the codes do expire, because they do click off after just a little bit. So go ahead and grab that now. I wish we could get into more details, but we do have to be respectful to your subscribers. But there are some really fun days coming up. Should we just put it at that, Bo?
The cycles, they precede events. So events are going to come when we see a sharp drop in Bitcoin, for example. There's an event that causes that. When you see a Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies explode in price, or gold and silver explode in price, there's an event that causes that, right? So there's events coming. So yes, there are events coming that are going to cause price movement in both directions, okay? But ultimately, once God intervenes, it's the breaking of the dam. So this is going to be a historic time point, because why? We're stepping into a third seal. The third seal, by definition, is a worldwide phenomenon. So it's worldwide, and it comes suddenly. And so this event's going to be tied into the fall of Mystery Babylon. And why? Like I said earlier, unless the US dollar loses status of world reserve currency, Babylon stands. Mm-hmm. They built Babylon with the money. So unless the money system fails, falters, collapses, right, the Babylon stands. Good or bad? Well, how do you like what's going on right now? Because what you got going on right now is a Roman Empire.
Yeah, it never went away.
Never went away. It's a Roman Empire in hiding that never went away. Like, I don't need to do the charting because I know it's coming. I do it really because people ask me to do it, but not everybody needs it. Like, people don't need it, but a lot of people want it, right? So it's like, it's one of the things where it's up to you if you want to get anything. But the point of what we talk about is very simple. Prepare.